You don't notice when it starts. Not with a sound, not with a warning, but with the way people begin looking at you differently. Same face, same job, same life. Yet somehow, the moment you drive a certain car, people decide they know your story. You are 25, fresh out of college, first real job, first paycheck that finally feels stable. And suddenly you have a choice. Not about transportation, about identity. One Saturday afternoon, you walk through a used car lot. Luxury SUVs, sports sedans, vehicles designed to make strangers think highly of you. Then you notice something else. A simple used sedan. Nothing flashy, nothing impressive, just reliable. The salesman barely talks about it. Because reliability isn't exciting. It doesn't sell dreams. It sells practicality. You sit inside. No giant screen. No premium leather. No features designed to impress people you'll never meet. Just a steering wheel. An engine. And silence. For some reason, that silence feels honest. The price is reasonable. You can buy it without chaining yourself to years of payments. No debt, no stress, no monthly reminder sitting in your driveway. So you buy it. No celebration, no photos. Just keys in your hand, and a decision that seems small. Driving home, a strange thought appears. Did I choose freedom, or did I choose to be invisible? At first, the question seems ridiculous. Then Monday arrives. You pull into the office parking lot. Rows of newer vehicles, shiny paint, luxury badges, and then your sedan. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing special either. As you step out, a coworker glances at your car. Still driving that? He laughs. Not in a cruel way, almost casually. You laugh too, but something about it stays with you, because the comment wasn't really about the car. It was about what the car supposedly says about you. Over the next few months, you start noticing it everywhere. At work, at restaurants, at gas stations. People don't see your vehicle. They see a story they've invented. And according to that story, you must be struggling. You must be behind. You must be waiting for life to start. The funny thing is, none of it is true. Your bills are paid. You're investing. You're building something quietly. But nobody sees that. They only see the parking lot. One afternoon during lunch, you overhear two coworkers talking. One says, "He's smart." The other nods. "Yeah, but if he's doing so well, why does he drive that thing?" They laugh. Not because they're mean, because people naturally assume appearance reflects reality. And reality rarely gets a chance to defend itself. That night your group chat lights up. A friend posts a photo. Brand new luxury SUV. Big smile. Huge monthly payment. Hundreds of likes. Everyone congratulates him. You stare at the picture longer than you should. Not because you want the SUV. Because you want what it represents. Recognition. Status. Proof. A week later, another friend upgrades. Then another. Slowly, it begins to feel like everyone is moving forward except you. Then one night, an old friend asks something that catches you off guard. "You doing okay financially?" You almost laugh. Because financially, you're doing better than ever. But somehow you don't look like someone who's doing well. And in most people's minds, appearance wins that argument. After the conversation, you sit alone in your car. Engine off, parking lot empty. For the first time, you ask yourself a dangerous question. If everything in my life is working, why do I feel like I'm losing? You don't have an answer, but the question stays. And over the next few years, it only gets louder. Rule. The world rarely judges your actual life. It judges the version of your life it can see from the outside. And right now, your car is telling a story that isn't true. Part 1. You are 28. The car still starts every morning. The paint is fading, the steering wheel is worn smooth. But by every practical measurement, it works perfectly. A family barbecue reminds you of that. Your cousin arrives in a brand new luxury SUV. People gather around it immediately. Questions, compliments, attention. An hour later, you arrive. Nobody notices. Later that evening, your uncle asks, "So what's the plan?" "What plan?" He nods toward the driveway. The car. You laugh. What about it? He shrugs. I don't know. You're almost 30. The sentence follows you home. That night, you do something you haven't done before. You start browsing luxury cars. Just browsing. That's what you tell yourself. Every advertisement promises the same thing. Not transportation, transformation. A better version of yourself. A version people respect immediately. For a moment, the fantasy works. Then your phone buzzes. An investment notification. You open it. The number is bigger than the last time you checked. Nothing dramatic. Just growth. Quiet growth. The kind nobody applauds. You stare at the screen. Then back at the luxury cars. Then back at the screen. One future gets attention now. The other gets freedom later. You close the browser. But this time it takes effort. Months pass. The comments don't stop. A new employee asks, "So what do you drive?" You tell him. His eyebrows rise slightly. Then comes the word, interesting. Not good. Not bad. Just interesting. The word people use when they don't understand your choices. That night, driving home in the rain, a strange realization hits you. Most people aren't thinking about you. Not really. They notice. Judge. Move on. 3 seconds. Maybe less. The pressure you've been carrying for years, most of it exists inside your own head. And somehow, that realization makes things harder. And because now there's nobody left to blame. Not coworkers, not relatives, not strangers. Just you. And one uncomfortable question. Do you want a different car? Or do you want what you think that car says about you? For the first time, you don't know the answer. A year later, you meet Sarah. She's practical. Thoughtful. The first time she gets into your car, she says nothing. No jokes. No comments. No awkward smile. She buckles her seatbelt and starts talking about her day. The drive feels strangely peaceful. Months pass. She never mentions the car. Not once. And because she doesn't, you start imagining a future. Then comes a wedding. Luxury cars fill the parking lot. You park near the back. Suddenly your car looks older than it did that morning. Halfway to the venue, your younger brother calls out your name. Standing beside a brand new luxury SUV, he grins. Then he says something that follows you all night. You should get one. You laugh. He doesn't. Seriously, you've earned it. Earned it. The word stays with you. Maybe he's right. Maybe you've been proving a point for too long. Maybe discipline has become self-punishment. That night, after dropping Sarah home, you sit alone. Phone in hand. Luxury vehicle on the screen. Monthly payment clearly displayed. Affordable. Technically. You imagine driving it. You imagine people's reactions. You imagine finally looking successful. Your finger hovers over the button. Apply now. For the first time in years, you almost do it. You are 32. The car still runs. Barely. Old, worn, tired, but still alive. And so are you. Then one winter morning, the car doesn't start. Click. Silence. You call roadside assistance. The mechanic arrives. Looks at the car. Smiles. Still driving this? You nod. He laughs. Most people quit long before this. Then he says something unexpected. The people with the nicest cars are usually the ones struggling the most. That line stays with you. That night, you open your investment account. The number is bigger than ever. Not luck, not hype. Just years of consistency. Then your phone rings. Your brother. His voice sounds different. Slower. He asks, "Can I borrow some money?" Silence. Not because of the money, but because of who asked. The same brother who used to look successful, now struggling. You agree. And after the call, you finally understand something. It was never one decision. It was thousands of small ones. Thousands of moments where nobody was watching. Thousands of moments where you chose the future over appearances. The car eventually dies. The mechanic says, "I wouldn't fix it." And strangely, you're not sad. Because it already did its job. It carried you through a decade, not just of driving, but of growth. The car was never the point. It was just the test. A test between approval and freedom. You chose freedom, and that changed everything. You walk into a dealership. Buy another simple car. No celebration, no emotion. Just clarity. Because now you know. A car can change how people see you, but it cannot change who you are. And the real cost was never the car. It was the need for approval. Once you stop paying that price, you become free.